What's up, guys? Welcome back. Here's a quick update for my dividend growth portfolio, currently sitting at $37,258. This is an all-time high. My projected annual dividend income is $836.21. This is a $19.43 decrease from our last update. I believe we were up to $855.64 in our last update. And the reason for this decrease is that I cut a few positions from my portfolio, mostly because they weren't really fitting into my vision in terms of dividend growth. And we're going to kind of just jump into it. The first one I cut was Bank of America. Its 5-year growth rate is only 7.5%. I'm looking for something a little bit more over 8%, 9% range. So I replaced Bank of America with JP Morgan Chase, which is ticker JPM. If you go under dividends, over the past 5 years, that has a dividend growth rate of 10.15%. And I like this position. If you go into a 1-year chart, you'll find that back in July of 2025, it hit this resistance level. Then again in July, that same month, hit it again, then surpassed that level, which became support, on and so forth. And then you'll see my entry point around $295. I believe I have 2 shares at an average cost of $295. I'm currently up by 0.87%, but it's a small position, $589. It's only taking up about 1.6% of my portfolio. And I do plan to add to this position. Once we get a pullback, it's sitting close to all-time highs. So I'm trying to be patient with this one. Feel more comfortable with JP Morgan Chase. Another ticker that I cut was in the technology sector, which is Texas Instruments. If I go under the dividends on a 5-year chart, on a 5-year growth rate, it's at 6.17%. Went ahead and cut this one along with Apple as well, which is ticker AAPL. The dividends on a 5-year growth rate only 3.75%, so it was a no-brainer for me to cut these two. So I went ahead and added to my final two stocks under the technology sector, which is Microsoft and Broadcom. Now, fortunately, Microsoft has had a major pullback this year from all-time highs. We're sitting at around $400 range. You can see that I added to my position down in this area. Currently have 8 shares of Microsoft, making up about 8.59% of my portfolio. The dividends on a 5-year growth average is 9.62%. Looking pretty good there. And then I also added to Broadcom. This one has pulled back from all-time highs as well. Kind of hit this support area, as you can see, 324. Then kind of played around that area, 310 range. And I added to my position at around $315. Currently have about 9 shares at an average price of $182. I'm up about 75% on this one, and it's looking pretty good. The last stock that I adjusted was under the healthcare sector, which pretty much takes up the most amount of my portfolio. If I dive into that one, I added to United Health. United Health has pulled back from all-time highs as well. It's actually down over the past 5 years by 17%, and it's sitting at this support area around $282. Then it hit that again, 285. So I added to my position around 294. Currently have 9 shares in United Health at an average price of $336. Currently at 294. Being patient with this one. It's making up about 7.25% of my portfolio, but it has a 5-year average dividend growth rate of 9.56%. So I feel comfortable adding to this position in the healthcare sector. Jumping back in the healthcare sector, I added a new position. That's ticker ZTS. Go under dividends. It has a 16.22% dividend growth rate over the past 5 years. Looking really good here. If we go into a 1-year chart, actually let's go over to a 5-year chart. It's pulled back pretty substantially. It's down about 14% over the past 5 years. And all-time highs, I really like this support area around 111, 134, back to 125. It's kind of sitting at that area right here. I think it has potential to bounce off of this level. I mean, if you go under its free cash flow year over year, it has 2.68% from that. And then also, as I mentioned, a really nice 5-year dividend growth rate. I went ahead and purchased 12 shares of ZTS. It's making up 4.15% of my portfolio, and I'm currently up 1.27% on this investment. Jumping over to the dividend dashboard, this chart right here is very encouraging. As you can see, we're slowly creating that dividend snowball, and it's accumulating and growing as each month progresses. And then going down to my current goal, which is to achieve $1,200 in annual dividend income, currently at 70% of that goal. And according to this app, I should be able to accomplish this in March of 2028. I think I can do that a lot sooner. As I've mentioned in the past, my yield on cost is only 2.72%, and I think I can get this up into the mid 3% range once I'm able to add to my largest position, which is SCHD, currently sitting at all-time highs. Waiting for that to pull back and buy around I'm thinking about the $27, $28 range if I'm able to. Currently has a dividend yield of 3.29%. But with that, that's just a quick update of my portfolio, and I'd like to hear from you guys. How's your dividend portfolio holding up? Which stocks paid you a dividend as of late? Let me know in the comments. And as always, stay patient, stay consistent, and we'll see you in the next one.